Hello, Piney sixth graders, and once again, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on when you're watching. Hey, first things first, as always, a shout out to our trivia champions from last week's Zoom chat. We had Charles, Brady, Brody, and Eden. Good work, folks. Good work. We had a trivia question about the power inside lightning strikes. Pretty amazing. Pretty amazing stuff. So good job to those of you who got it closest, and thanks to everybody who showed up on the Zoom chats. Love seeing y'all there. All right, folks. This week, well, we'll start by talking about a question I asked you last week. At the very end of the last Ed Puzzle video, it asked you a question about what you were curious about when it came to meteorology or weather forecasting. Okay, I asked you what's something you would want to know about that weekly forecast that you saw at the end of the sample weather forecast video. Well, this weekend you're going to learn more about that. You're going to learn more about how meteorologists or the scientists who study weather make predictions. So, how do they do it? You'll find out. You'll follow a meteorologist around at work. She does a great job explaining just how many different things she does. Lots of it involves math. So if you like math, this would be a great science career for you if you like both. If you don't like math, you'll see how it really does involve everyday life, or things in everyday life involve math. So it's a neat video one way or another. Shows you a lot of cool stuff like giant balloons. They float up into the sky to try to collect data. So my hope is that you'll enjoy that. So please do watch that Ed Puzzle video. It's set up so that you could do it now. And there's actually only going to be one Ed Puzzle video this week because, folks, I need you to listen very seriously. I would like you to watch television. That's right, a teacher is asking you to watch TV. But as always, there's a little hitch to that. So specifically what I would like you to watch is the daily weather forecast. Okay, so local news, whether in the morning or the evening, will always have a weather segment. People care about weather. We're outside a lot, or people we care about are outside a lot. So we want to know what's going to happen. So your job is to watch a daily weather forecast and listen and watch for connections. Okay, I want you to try to connect something we've talked about in class to what you hear or see in that forecast. I'm not looking for things like rain. Well, we've talked about rain. Sunshine, clouds. Okay, we've talked about that. I'm looking for next level stuff, though. I would like you to go deeper. I want you to try to catch and see if they talk about fronts at all, whether warm or cold or stationary or occluded. Do they talk about high pressure areas or low pressure areas? Do they talk about the atmosphere and anything in there? Those would just be three examples. But if we've talked about it during this weather unit, I would like for you to make note of it. If I were you, what I would do is I'd have like a little sticky note or a little notebook handy or something you could jot down during the forecast. I would love for you to come to those Zoom chats this week with your one observation from the forecast. So this is not what the forecast is going to be. This would be an example, but you could say, oh, when I watched the weather report on Channel 5 on Wednesday, it said that there was going to be an occluded front moving through the area tomorrow. Okay, so that would be the type of thing. Or you could say, I was watching on Tuesday on Channel 2, and the map had a big H over Nebraska and a big L over Florida. Okay, so something like that will make a connection to what we've been doing in class. Don't overthink it. Simple might actually be better. Okay, just a nice simple connection to what we've been talking about in class is all I'm after. And here's the other great news. Because I'm asking you to do those little things day by day, you're only going to have one Ed Puzzle video to worry about this week. So let's kind of plan things out in our minds. Thanks for watching this video. That was job number 1. Okay, job number 2 is to watch a daily weather forecast. Okay, most news channels, most St. Louis news channels, I know at least KMOV Channel 4 does. That's one I know does it, but I don't play favorites. They're all good. Okay, you could watch it online if you couldn't catch it on the TV. But watch a forecast and look for at least one connection that we've talked about. Okay, keep watching that forecast all week. You know, they take 2 or 3 minutes. It's nothing too special. Okay, watch forecast and then show up to the Zoom chat on Thursday. Love to see you all there, and we'll talk about some of the things that you observed as you were watching the news. I really think that about covers everything we've got for this week. As always, feel free to email me. More than happy to answer those questions. But again, since it's a little different, let me run through that checklist very quickly. You watch this video, check. Do that one ed puzzle with the meteorologist who takes you around her job, check. Then watch those weather forecasts, jot down at least one observation of things we've talked about in class, and then, if you can, show up to that Zoom chat on Thursday so we can talk about those observations that you made. If not, you know you can't make it to the Zoom chat, it'd be great if you could just shoot me an email instead. Say, hey, Mr. Wire, I promise I watched the weather forecast. Here's what it said on Wednesday. Boom, done, click. You know, it would take you a minute tops. All right, folks, hope you're doing well. As always, yeah, I enjoy seeing you on those Zoom chats, and I hope to see a lot of you. If you have any questions at all, email me. Right, I think I said that like 5 times already. Sorry, repeating myself, but it is true. All right, have a good week, and I will see you around.